Okay, so you want to own a casino because the house always wins, right? The lights, the chips, the crowds, and a mathematical edge on every single bet, guaranteed by arithmetic itself. It sounds like the only business on earth that cannot lose. Here's the problem. The house does always win the bets, and casinos still go bankrupt constantly. A casino is not a gambling business. It is a math company with a hotel attached, and the math has a blind spot. First, the door charge. A new Las Vegas Strip megaresort costs $1 to over $4 billion. Resorts World opened at about $4.3 billion. Fontainebleau, $3.7. A modern regional casino still runs 100 to several hundred million. And before any of that, the license. The application fee is small, but you pay for the state's investigation of you by the hour. $75,000 to $250,000. While agents dig through every executive, every owner, every associate, they can reject you for the company you keep. Now fill the floor. A single new slot machine costs $15,000 to $25,000, and premium cabinets cost far more. A big floor holds 1 to 2,000 of them. Do that math, and the machines alone can swallow $20 to $50 million, which is why many casinos do not even buy them. The hottest games are leased from the manufacturer for a cut of every dollar they swallow. Even the house has a landlord. Here is the famous edge, game by game. Blackjack, about 0.5% against a perfect player, closer to 2% against how people actually play. Double zero roulette, 5.3%. Baccarat, around 1%. Craps, about 1.4%. In the slots, the quiet monsters hold 5 to 12% of everything fed into them. Nevada's statewide average is about 7%. The 1-cent slots hold 10 or 11. The flashiest games on the floor are the most polite. The cheapest ones bite hardest. But understand what the edge actually promises. On one bet, nothing. A gambler can walk in, win $1 million, and walk out. The house can lose all night. The promise only appears at volume. Across millions of bets, the law of large numbers turns a 2% edge into a certainty as reliable as gravity. That is how American commercial gaming pulled in a record $78.7 billion in 2025, the 6th record year in a row. The house does not gamble. The house manufactures certainty out of your gambling. Now, the cleverest object in the building, the player card. It looks like a loyalty program. It is a measuring device. Every swipe records your average bet, your hours, your speed. Multiply those by the house edge, and the casino computes your theoretical loss. Your Theo. What you are mathematically expected to donate. And the free room, the steak dinner, the show tickets? Casinos hand back a calculated slice of your Theo as comps. The gift is not generosity. The gift is a receipt. And who earns the rent? Not the glamorous tables, the slots. They generate roughly 60 to 70% of gaming revenue at a typical American casino, a few $100s per machine, per day, times 1,000 machines. Every blackjack table needs a human dealer around the clock. One slot attendant can watch 100 machines that never sleep, never miscount, and never call in sick. The tables are the theater. The slots are the factory. Here's the twist nobody expects. On the Las Vegas Strip today, gambling is the side hustle. Gaming produces only about 26% of total resort revenue. Nearly 3/4 comes from everything else. Rooms, restaurants, nightclubs, shows. The casino floor became the anchor store in a giant mall of everything. The house discovered something better than an edge on your bets, an edge on your entire weekend. But the pit boss has a boss. Under federal law, a casino is a financial institution, in the same legal family as a bank. Every cash transaction over $10,000 gets reported to the Treasury. Anti-money laundering programs cost millions a year to run, and failure is expensive. In 2024, Wynn Las Vegas forfeited $130 million in a federal settlement over untracked money flows. The house watches the players. Washington watches the house. Time for the graveyard. April 1990. The Taj Mahal opens in Atlantic City. $1 billion palace, the biggest casino on earth at the time. But it was built on junk bonds paying 14% interest. Do the math the house forgot to do. The tables could win every single night, and the casino still had to out-earn a 14% mortgage on $1 billion. It could not. The Taja filed for Chapter 11 the very next year. The edge was real. The debt was bigger. And it was not just one palace. Atlantic City's casino win peaked at $5.2 billion in 2006. By 2015, it had been cut roughly in half. In 2014 alone, 4 of the city's 12 casinos closed their doors, and around 8,000 workers lost their jobs. The masterpiece of the collapse was Revel, $2.4 billion to build. Opened for 2 years, bankrupt twice, sold in 2015 for $82 million, 3 cents on the dollar for a building where the house always won. What killed them was not losing bets, it was losing the monopoly. In 1990, legal casino gambling meant Nevada, Atlantic City, and one tiny town in South Dakota. Today, commercial casinos operate in roughly 28 states, and tribal casinos in over 40. Pennsylvania, Maryland, New York all opened their own floors, and Atlantic City's customers simply stayed home. The house edge travels badly. It only pays when the players have nowhere else to lose. So, run one casino through 2 different years, the good year. The floor hums, the tracking hums, the hotel runs full, and the property throws off hundreds of millions in gaming win with room revenue on top. The realistic year. A rival opens across the state line. A recession trims every gambling budget in town. The compliance office grows again, and the debt payments arrive every month, and good years and bad, with the patience of a house edge pointed at you. Same tables, same math. The difference is everything around the math. So, should you buy a casino? If you can raise $1 billion without a 14% coupon, survive an investigation into everyone you have ever met, and accept that your guaranteed edge guarantees nothing about your mortgage, it remains the purest money machine ever licensed. Just remember what the graveyard teaches. The house always wins the bets. It does not always win the business. In the end, the casino is just another player, sitting at a bigger table. And that table has a house edge too.